Hi, my name's Garth. I'm the academic advisor at the Liverpool Study Hub, and this video is on academic writing style. So, this will give you a general overview, and um, after watching the video, have a go at some of the activities and watch some of the other videos that will help you understand and grasp the concept of academic writing style. So the learning objectives here, so hopefully by the end of this video and by the end of the sway, you will be able to identify features of academic writing, distinguish between academic and non-academic styles, very important, especially at university, improve sentences using academic conventions, and then hopefully apply these skills to your own writing. So what is academic writing? Well, it's formal. It's a formal style of writing, and it's objective. Objective meaning that we stay away from personal opinions, and we don't use language of emotion. So we avoid trying to use emotion in our writing. It's evidence-based and it's cautious. And finally, it's structured and clear. So in this video and in this link, in the sway that you will participate in, we'll look at formal, objective, cautious, and clear language. For evidence-based, I suggest you take a look at the referencing link in the Liverpool Study Hub academic resources. And for structured, I'd have a look at the academic essay link. So here I have a couple of examples for you of formal language. So avoid, when you're writing your essays at university, try and avoid informal words. Words, for example, like really big, you should use a word such as significant. A lot of, yeah, which is a little bit vague. So maybe use numerous. And then kids is like a very informal way to say children, for example. Try and also, which is spoken English, no slang, which once again is informal, or contractions. So when you're writing, don't write don't. Try and write do not. So write the word in full. Kinda, which is a slang word of saying somewhat, and gonna, for example, you should write in its formal manner, such as going to. Avoid personal opinion. So this is the objective tone. Yeah. So in this instance, try and avoid things such as I think, I believe, in my opinion, and try and write something like the evidence suggests and research indicates. And generally, when you write that too, when you say the evidence suggests or the research indicates, you will probably have to reference where you got that information from as well. Hedging is another form of academic writing that's very important. So as it says here, academic writing should be cautious. Yeah, so you need to I like to say step on eggshells. Just be very careful what you say or what you write. So instead of saying, for example, everyone, maybe you could say numerous Australians. So you've been more specific there, aren't you? And always, you could say something is common or is likely to occur, and something is, you probably might be better to say maybe in that situation. So just try and what we call hedge your writing, and use those modal verbs such as may, would, could, might, these type of verbs as well while you're writing, which will help you hedge. And finally, try and be specific and clear. So here's a good example of what not to do. The results were bad. It's very vague and it doesn't give a lot of information. For me, the word bad or good, they're not very academic because, like I said, they're quite vague in what they give. Even their other forms of those words like worse or better. So what you could do is improve this by, for example, the results fell 15% below the expected target, indicating a significant decline in performance. And that really does indicate why the results were bad. So they've been very clear and specific there. And let's have another look at another example of something not being clear or specific. So it just says here, people didn't like it. Well, a couple of things. I mean, which people are we referring to? So that's important to know. Didn't is a contraction. So once again, that's quite informal. It's spoken English. And it, hopefully, we've written before what it is. Otherwise, that would be very vague as well. So to improve that, survey data indicated that 68% of respondents were dissatisfied with the user interface. And maybe the respondents might be university students or something along those lines, something a bit more specific than just people. So here's a good example. At the top, we have the non-academic, and then below we have the academic sentence. Yeah, and as you can see, the sentence, the non-academic one says, I think social media is really bad for teenagers. Yeah, so there we have the personal opinion, the I think phrase. So you need to be a bit more objective here and um, move away from saying that. So also, it's got really bad. I think you can do a lot better academically than say something is bad or something is good. Yeah, you can use more exact language and more specific language that will help describe what you're trying to say. And then it's moved on, as you can see, to the academic way, and it's got social media may negatively impact adolescent well-being. And as you can see, we start instead of starting with I, we start with social media, and that in itself is a cohesive device. So that helps the reader straight away understand what the topic is instead of talking about I. And then we have the hedging, don't we? We have may negatively impact adolescent. So adolescent being a more formal way of saying teenagers, and well-being. So it's quite specific. Really bad is very general, isn't it? And where in the second sentence we're quite specific about what's been affected as well. Okay, so let's try a bit of an activity here. Um, what I'm going to do is going to show you a paragraph. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video when you see the paragraph in the next slide and read through it. Then identify some non-academic writing. Go through, like I think there's about 10. So there's a fair few that you should be able to identify. And then think about how you would change this to sound more academic. So what would you do to make these sentences more academic? So have a go on your own once you've paused. Think about which part of the sentences are non-academic, and also think about how you would change that without losing the meaning as well. And then continue to watch for answers and some examples as well. Okay, so here's the paragraph. Yeah, I'll get you to read and then try and identify some of the errors. So pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so as you can see, we've identified a fair few errors here. I won't go through all of them, but yeah, I'll go through some. We've got here a lot of people. So once again, it's very general. All the time, very general. So we need to be a bit more specific about what we're talking about. We've got the contraction. As you can see, it's pretty big. Well, I think you can do better than saying something is big or small. Yeah, significant, influential. You could use a lot better language, more academic than those ones. I think, so it's getting quite personal. You want to move away from the personal language. Once again, we have the contraction. It is bad, etc. All right. So hopefully you had a go and tried to change some of these. And I've got an example on the next slide. So it just says here the widespread use of smartphones has become a significant issue in contemporary society. Yeah, and so like I said, you don't have to say what was it before, a bad problem, for example. We've got a significant issue. It sounds a lot more academic, doesn't it? So we've got a bit of hedging there. This may be particularly problematic for students as it can lead to, notice that hedging can lead to distraction and reduced academic focus. Furthermore, so furthermore is a lot more academic than saying also. Social media use may encourage social comparison, which can negatively affect self-esteem. These factors suggest the smartphone use may have some detrimental effects. Therefore, it may be beneficial for educational institutions to consider strategies to address this. Okay, so I hope that helped. Um, yeah, and that's just some examples there. Have a go at the sway and have a look through and read through it. We'll go bit by bit through what we've just covered in this video. And if you like, book a academic consultation at the Liverpool Study Hub and maybe pop in for one of the drop-in sessions as well. All details at the bottom of the sway. Okay, thank you.